Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Let's talk about how to have faith that things will work out for you. So I've had to develop a very strong mindset in the past year, right? A lot of things, a lot of good things happen in 2023. And for the first half of 2024, a lot of things weren't going well. Like I'm currently still at my job. I haven't got the growth opportunity that I wanted. I haven't got the promotion I wanted, right? And I got frustrated, right? I got pissed off. I was pretty discouraged when I found out someone else got the position that I wanted. And one thing that I've had to develop over the past 6 months is the ability to understand that things will work out accordingly. Things will work out according to plan, according to divine timing. And in the sense that, my ego, my need for constant stimulation, constant dopamine, constant security, constant growth, right? Sometimes we have to take a step back and realize that God has plans for you at different specific times in life, and that your ego's wants and desires are endless, right? And your ego always wants instant gratification. It wants constant pleasure. It wants constant improvement. It wants constant growth. It wants things to always be going smoothly, right? So one thing that I've had to develop over the past 6 months is the ability not to be patient, but to just understand that things will happen accordingly, right? And one thing that came as a blessing out of that, the first 6 months of 2024 is that I came back on YouTube. Like my buddy, because we were talking about, my buddy I work with, he was saying we were just talking, right? And he's like, Matt, you'll have way more success, putting your energy into your own business, into your own purpose, your own mission. And that was back in July, I believe. And it's funny because, prior to that, I'm not going to lie to you guys, my YouTube channel prior to him telling me that was really stagnant. It was really slow, and it was really pissing me off for a long time, right? And that's why, if you guys are still watching this from years back, or if you're new, there was a time where I would upload YouTube videos for about a month or two or three, and I would stop, right? Because I'm like, you know what, man, these videos aren't getting views. I'm not getting subscribers. I'm not getting comments. I'm not getting any love from the marketplace, right? So, obviously I would go and make videos and then stop. But ever since he had that talk with me, obviously I've been pretty consistent, and my growth has been way better than it was prior to him having that conversation with me. So, I average about 3 to 5 new subscribers a day. And like I said, I'm monetized now, so things are better, right? But one thing I can say is that you never want to look at your life and say, you know what, just because things aren't happening right now, God's not working in my favor, right? Because it can honestly feel like, you can have things going well for you, and then as soon as there's stagnation, as soon as there's problems, or as soon as there is any sort of thing not going your way, it's easy to get discouraged and frustrated and pissed off, right? So like I said, when I had that conversation with him and I started making content every day, obviously my subscriber count grew, and it really was wow, it was kind of like God talking to me and letting me know, hey man, don't put all your eggs in this one basket, right? Don't put all your eggs in a company. Don't put all your eggs in a corporation that, quite frankly, doesn't care, right, about you. And rightfully so. They care about their profit margin, right? And it stands to reason, right? I understand why they care about their profit margin, right? And they look at you and everyone else who works in their company as a way to increase that profit margin at the expense of your health, your mental health, outside obligations that you may have with family, with friends, with business deals, whatever. They don't care, right? So if they want to work you 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week, 7 days a week, 14 days straight, 20 days straight, they will, right? And that's not to say that they want to. They're doing that to, obviously, they don't want to, it's not to say that they're doing that because they want to overwork you and make you tired, but it's because that's what they need at the moment of time. If they have call outs, if they have things going on. So anyways, coming back to the main point, if you have that feeling that like, you know what, man, like my life sucks right now, like, you know, I don't know if things are going to work out. I don't know if my life's going to unfold the way it wants. What I recommend is that you backward trace in your mind. Like, basically, you want to look back in your life and look at all the things that have happened that you wanted to happen. Like, so basically, guys, for me, I'll take you back to 2018, right? 2018, I was in high school, right? I hated school. I really wanted to like just get high school over with. And I really didn't want to go to college, right? As soon as, you know, like junior year came around, senior year came around, I really was like, you know what, man, like this college, because everyone, once you become a junior in high school, everyone's like, yeah, man, college is the way, college is the way. You start applying for schools and everything. So I applied for schools and everything, but I knew like deep down, I was like, you know what, this isn't going to be for me. I don't want to do this. I can see how false this college system is, and I don't want to be a part of it, right? So anyways, I applied, I went to school because, you know, my parents were there and everything. They were providing shelter for me. So I went to school, and then a year and a half in, I dropped out, right? And then, you know, that was something that I wanted. I didn't want to go to school. So, you know, I left. And then, you know, around 2020, when COVID came around, I was like, damn, bro, I really want to go to Florida. Like, all this hysteria with the pandemic and everything involved in that sense was really frustrating, especially where I'm from, right? So I was like, you know what, man, I really want to go to Florida, and I've always wanted to move here to Florida. So we moved here in 2021, right? And then, you know, for the longest time, I was like, hey, man, I really want to be on my own. I want to move out of my parents' house. I want to get out. I want to be on my own. I want to have my own freedom. I want to have peace and quiet, and I want to be able to focus when I'm doing something, right? Not have TVs blaring in my ears, not have people talking and distracting me. And in 2022, right, fall of 2022, I was able to save enough money up for a down payment, and I moved out, right? In my job, I've been wanting to continue to promote, right? And I've pretty much been able to promote up to the point that I wanted to up until this point, right? I've got my assistant manager position at a pretty good location where I earn a good commission so that I can freaking live, right? And not have to work 70 hours a week and have my time just be pissed away in the toilet, right? I have the freedom and time to come on here and speak to you guys and communicate with you guys and help you guys along your journey as well. So, you know, that's just my life so far as to the good things that have happened. And I look back and I'm like, yo, God really does work in our lives, right? It's just what it is it's our impatience, it's our need for constant pleasure, constant stimulation, constant excitement, constant new, like things to be new, right? And as soon as things get boring, as soon as things get stagnant, as soon as things get difficult, we start to question God, we start to question the universe, we start to question ourselves as to like, hey, like, what am I doing wrong? Like, what's going on? Why am I not progressing? Why am I not getting the outcome that I want? Why does it feel like my goal is so far away? And it's important, like I said, to remember that just everything evolves, right? So from a grandiose perspective, out of alien, like looking at life from an alien's point of view, everything evolves in the universe because God is one, God is everything. There is no separation between you and there's no separation between me and this camera, the phone that I'm holding, the people, like you on the other side. There's no separation, right? Everything is one, everything is universal, everything is absolute. So in that sense, right, it makes sense to understand that everything moves according to time in an evolutionary progress, right? So when you feel like you're not getting the thing you want, you're not getting the promotion, you're not getting the income, you're not getting the relationship, you're not getting the house you want, the apartment you want, you're not getting the life circumstance you want, or when you feel like it's far away, just know that you're going to get it eventually, right? You're going to get it, right? Because things work out. God doesn't make mistakes. God didn't create you here just to constantly be in poverty, be fat, be sick, be lonely, be depressed, right? God wants you to be in a healthy relationship. God wants you to have a lot of money. God wants you to be abundant. God wants you to have a nice living situation. God wants you to have all the things that you want, right? And if you look back in your life, you'll see that things have worked out so far. Like, at least in my life, things have worked out so far up until age 24, right? And obviously I still have wants and desires and things that I want on the outside reality to unfold and make manifest, but those things will come obviously according to time, right? Like when I was 18, 19, and I wanted to move to Florida, I moved here in 2021. So it wasn't up until 3 years later that became a reality. Same thing with getting promoted. It didn't become a reality until 23, right? And a lot of the things that happened in my life have happened. So it makes sense to have faith that the things that I want in the future will happen as well, right? The goals and desires that I currently hold in my mind, if I keep working towards them every day, if I keep holding them in my mind and I keep focusing on them and keep giving them attention and energy and thought, then it makes perfect sense that they will come and they will unfold and they will reveal themselves when divine timing anoints them to me. So just have faith in the process. Just have faith that things will come to you because things have came to you in the past, right? And like I said, God brings things to you when you need them at specific times in your life. And you just have to come to peace with times where you may not have the thing, right? But as long as you can wake up every single day and progress and move forward and take action, then you'll be fine, right? And as long as you don't obviously, give up and don't kill yourself and don't just go off the deep end and stop trying, then you're going to eventually get the thing you want. You're going to eventually attract the money you need, attract the woman you want, attract the living situation you want, and things will obviously get better as time goes, right? But you cannot keep resisting it in your mind and get frustrated, right? That's only going to push it away and make your existence more hellish and more annoying, right? So yeah, guys, that's it. That's all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. If you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down below. And as always, I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.